everybody. It's Cosmoverse 2024. I'm here with Tangled.
Hey.
Tangled, welcome.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Is this your first Cosmoverse?
First Cosmoverse.
Tell me about yourself. Why are you here? What are you doing? What's up?
I'm here to experience Cosmos, meet people like Sandy Toes. It's literally a dream come true. All the artists that we work with, all roads lead to Sandy. But really just to meet the OmniFlix team, meet the cosmonauts, meet the OGs, and also talk about gaming NFTs.
Awesome. Gaming is going to be huge.
Yes.
Now, when did your gaming project start?
So in terms of when my gaming project started, it was a Genesis collection in 2022. And since then, we've had subsequent collections launched on OmniFlix. And we're continuing to develop a Telegram bot. We've done a physical release. We're working on a Unity application for the NFTs. So a lot of things happening in the background, but all that we're doing at the moment is just showcasing the current status of where we're at in terms of development and hopefully getting more eyeballs on the collection.
Well, let's back up a bit. This beautiful project, what blockchain, what platform can
what
they
blockchain?
find? Where are we at?
So being a OmniFlix ambassador, naturally it's OmniFlix Marketplace with some campaigns that are on OmniFlix TV, utilizing that infra, utilizing the kind of strategic engagement tools that are available to us as creators, and also helping with the ease of onboarding, as you would know. You know, bringing people who might not necessarily be crypto natives and to using the no-code OmniFlix Marketplace has been a lifesaver for a lot of us non-techies, but also being onboarded through OmniFlix, it has also helped us to gain a little bit more of that technical expertise and understanding. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any other favorite projects or blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem that you think have really contributed to this ecosystem besides OmniFlix?
Look, in terms of day-to-day use, Osmosis is incredible. You know, that's just the liquidity platform. That's where most of us bring our ATOM to and change it to a multitude of tokens.
Big game changer.
Big game changer. I remember the fair drop. I remember, you know, that was the first airdrop that I've experienced, and
sweet.
And then that onboarding process, right? So you like engage with the platform, you learn about it, and then you get an airdrop. It was a really nice experience. Cosmos, the OG, you know, ATOM, Akash, even though I don't use it, I'm not leasing cloud compute. It's still an incredible technology that I'm interested in. The big daddy of NFTs is Stargaze. Love the creators on there, love what they're doing.
Yes.
You know, I've collaborated with Stargaze projects and I have NFTs on Stargaze. I'm just not a Stargaze native.
But you collect on Stargaze. You're a collector.
I'm a collector, and I do have some collaborations on there.
Okay, so you
minted
do have
on there.
minted on there. Very good.
And I think those are generally, you know, the blockchains that I'm regularly interacting with. But yeah, so those ones, there's quite a few other things happening all in the space. So, you know, we can go on all afternoon, all day.
Do you have a favorite memory or a funny story about Cosmos that you'd like to share with?
Favorite? There are a lot of memories in the Cosmos space, you know, from Stargate early on to the Bull Run to the FUD, Juno Whale, you know, and then just a lot of the negativity when the bear market hit, and then coming to this phase of a focus on real art, real creators, and then meeting you know, and a lot of the Iranian artists like Pega NFTs, dealing with other Australian creators like Snaps and Real, and it's really nice to solidify an online connection with someone and then bring it, further strengthen it in the physical,
in the real world,
it makes it so much better, yeah.
Right. And who is the dark horse in the Cosmos? Who do you think is the dark horse project?
I think that, and look, again, I'm not too familiar with all the technical stuff going on and all the advanced kind of cutting edge tech that's going on all the different blockchains, but I do think that the Cosmos hub has a lot more to offer. I think there's a lot of fudding from time to time on what's going on with ATOM, but ATOM is the reason why a lot of the other chains were able to exist, and a lot of the airdrops and a lot of the almost like the interest in the ecosystem was through that. So I think there's a lot more to offer. I'm really hoping to see a little bit more and to see what the hub does.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not quite sure that's a dark horse, but that's just my take.
That's fine. And do you stake coins? How do you feel about that? Is that something you do? Do you stake your crypto?
Yeah, so I stake, restake, compound. I do a lot of governance in the real world, outside of cryptos, NFTs and all that. I do a lot of governance advice.
Okay.
And it's really interesting for me to see a on-chain decentralized governance model, and a lot of the critiques or a lot of the commentary around real world organic governance through blockchain.
Yeah.
It's super interesting. So when we're talking about staking, yes, of course I stake and compound because I'm long on the Cosmos, but it's also really interesting to see proposals, the public opinion, discourse, and then on-chain organic voting. It's like an amazing thing to see for someone like me. Yeah.
Are you bullish on Cosmos?
I'm long on Cosmos. I'm all the way. I'm all in on Cosmos because of the teams, OmniFlix team, Sandy Toes, the creators, everything that everyone's doing in this space. I'm long on. Regardless of what the tokens are doing.
All right.
Look around.
So let me ask you this. What do you hope to see in your project? Like what do you need? What can people do to support your project, and what are you hoping will happen for your project?
So what I'm hoping people do is go to the OmniFlix booth, right? Sign up for IBC game tournaments, get more eyeballs on it, because the IBC game or Interplanetary Battle Cards is a culmination of a lot of work over the last 2 years.
Yes.
And the team at Tangled NFTs and Tangled Ventures, we are working on a project that will utilize all the learnings for the past 2 years in a more seamless gaming experience that has lore, that has story, that has heroes, and just a lot more of the things that we missed out as we were iterating, as we were developing.
Okay.
So keep an eye out on Tangled NFTs, Tangled Ventures, and on board on OmniFlix.
How many number of zones are in the Cosmos ecosystem, the map of zones? Do you know how many?
I'm a very visual person, and I remember maybe less than 10 or 15 zones originally back in the day, and it's proliferated and exploded to, I don't know, maybe over 100. I'm not sure. Are you giving me the answers?
Yeah, it's 91.
Oh, all right. That's close enough.
And what do you think makes cosmonauts unique?
What makes
how do we differentiate compared to, all these other platforms that exist? How do you think we stand out?
I think that the fact that every app chain is specific with different validators, different incentives, different objectives. I think that's what makes Cosmonauts a little bit different, in that everyone has their own unique reasons to be here,
right,
or have their own unique requirements and objectives based on the chains that they follow. So you have a really interesting composition of people that need to work together but also might not agree.
Right.
And you're seeing this modular linkage of all of these different chains that have to find a way to work together.
The real world is messy.
Yep.
The blockchain,
we're connected,
shows everything.
But Map of Zones shows it perfectly, and also Mint Scanner and all of that. It just shows that organic flow of data and tokens and economics and all of the different connections. So I think what makes Cosmonauts interesting or unique is the fact that we're finding a way to make this huge ecosystem work in our own way, in a transparent, in our own way, and it's just a very unique environment to be in. Yeah.
Well, there are real, actual game cards for your game.
Yes.
So people,
physical.
whether you're old school or new school, There are physical cards for this game. You can go on the blockchain and find it. And I'm so happy that we got to speak in real life. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.